Robert Farago here from thetruthaboutguns.com or Gun Truth at YouTube, the YouTube channel Gun Truth. And I have with me today two Smith & Wesson 686s. This is a Smith & Wesson 686 Performance Center model, and it has the lock on at the moment, so it can't be fired. And I also have with me a so-called normal 686, which does not have the lock engaged, and safety checking that. There you go. There you are. Now the problem is this. When I fired this gun, the Performance Center 686, after 6 rounds, and you can see the video on my channel, the hammer locked back all on its own, without me doing anything. And that is simply unacceptable. It's a problem that a lot of people had flagged many, many years ago when Smith & Wesson started putting these locks on guns, saying, oh my God, it's another thing that could go wrong. The counter-argument was, Smith & Wesson does a great job with their guns, and the chances of it going wrong are absolutely minimal. Minimal perhaps, but it actually happened to me while I was videotaping shooting .357s with this particular gun. And that means that I can no longer trust this gun. I can no longer trust any Smith & Wesson gun with an internal lock. And neither, I'm afraid, should you. Because what can happen is something that you don't want ever to happen. And that is that if you're firing a revolver, you want it always to fire, especially if you're depending on it for your life. Now, as you can see here, here's the gun with the lock. This is the Performance Center version. I'm going to try and unlock it, but I can't. I cannot unlock this gun in this position. I'm trying to pull the hammer back, trying to unlock it. It is stuck in that position. So it is a defective gun. I'm sending it back to Smith & Wesson. Just to show you how it's supposed to work, this is the 686 my wife uses for her primary carry weapon, believe it or not. She's a crack shot with it. There you go, a little tab comes up there. Okay, can't be shot. And then you can turn it off. You can shoot it, or you can lock it back like that. That's how it's supposed to work. This is how the gun went into its own self, by its own self, on this one. So, Smith & Wesson is going to have a look at this, going to report back to me, going to fix this gun, and as soon as I get it back, I'm going to sell it and get one, another one, like this, but without the internal lock.